on the grind. This ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie getting made. Just one stay. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamira, and today I'm going to be doing a silk press on fine natural hair. So she's already been shampooed and conditioned with the Design Essentials avocado and almond line, and I've blow dried her with applying a heat protectant beforehand, which is the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to be flat ironing her hair in small sections with one pass. So you just want to make sure you take your time when it comes to flat ironing, because you want to make sure that the heat is even throughout the hair strands. So what I do is, I do double tap at the roots, because sometimes when you are natural, that is the first thing to revert. The roots, the nape, which is the back of the head, and around your edges. Your hairline usually reverts back. So that's why when you wear a silk press, you want to make sure that you wrap your hair every night. And if you're going to get in the shower or in the tub, you want to make sure you double wrap it. So me personally, I wrap my hair, I put a satin and silk scarf on, and then I put like 2 shower caps on before I get in the shower. So before I flat iron, I use a heat protectant, and I use a heat protectant after I flat iron. Now it can be a water-based, a liquid heat protectant, or it could be a serum. So I like the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny. I also like the Bio Silk, but you just have to be very careful, because with finer hair, if you use too much, it needs to be like less than a dime size, because if you use too much, your hair can become weighed down. So I only use Bio Silk or Super Skinny just a tad bit when it comes to finer hair, but when it comes to more coarser textures, more thicker hair, I'll use a dime size of the serum. Or sometimes I rotate between that and the Tresemme heat protectant spray. But for the most part, when I flat iron, I usually do one pass slowly. So these flat irons that I'm using today are you'll be surprised, like it's really the GOAT. Sometimes, like, it's really the GOAT when it comes to type 4 hair. Like, I'm type 4C, type 4, type 3, all of that stuff. This flat iron is only $45, and it really gets the job done. So this is the Conair's Tourmaline Infinity Pro flat iron. So you can get this at like your local drugstore or Walmart, but I don't think it's at your local beauty supply store. So you might have to go to like a maybe like a Rite Aid or Walgreens, CVS, places like that, Walmart. I live here in New Jersey, so they sell them at the local your local drugstore in Walmart or in Pathmark. Yes. So like I said before, she wear a lot of protective styles like knotless braids and things like that. So she do come like every 2 months to get shampooed, treated, and she'll get her hair silk pressed. She has a hair regimen. She does come after every protective style and before every protective style to make sure that her hair is trimmed. So there's so many benefits to trimming. This is like so important, because if you don't trim your hair, when it's time for you to trim it, it'll end up being a haircut. And what happens is, when it comes to breakage, when it starts at the ends, it'll work its way up to the hair shaft and then to the root. So if you experience any if your ends look like tree branches, or if you comb your hair and you notice that it's a lot of snagging and popping, you need a trim. You need a really good trim. Take a look at your ends right now, and if you see a lot of like fairy knots, or if it's extremely see-through at the end, you can trim that off yourself. Get some hair shears from your local beauty supply store. I will not suggest using any of your kids' school scissors, any of your home scissors, your kitchen scissors. Like, you need shears. So what I'm doing is I am trimming her hair right now at a 0 degree, and then I'm going to lift it up 45-degree angle to make sure that the hair in the middle is trimmed as well. Because sometimes when you go to like these salons or local salons, they just trim across and then that's it. No, you have to lift the hair up, because I've noticed with a lot of natural hair that there's a lot of breakage in the middle. There's a lot of breakage on the nape area. There's a lot of breakage around the hairline and in the crown area. And I believe a lot of breakage is in the crown area because, you know, you got leave outs. People are doing the traditional sewing. You got a lot of leave outs. You're flat ironing every day. You're not getting any trims. You're not deep conditioning. But I have noticed that a lot of my customers have really full of hair in the back and then extremely thin in the front and in the nape area. That could be due to, you know, wearing sweaters or wool and your hair is rubbing up against your clothing. So you just want to make sure that you try to tuck your hair under when it comes to curling your hair in the back. Me, for the most part, like as you see in the video, I keep my hair wrapped because I am a straight natural. I do not wear any weaves or box braids, faux locks, none of that stuff, because number one, I don't have the time. Number two, it costs too much. Number three, I have finer hair. And I know if I wear those hairstyles, when it's time for me to take it out, my hair will be extremely thin. So I'm not even going to play with it. I am going to stick to what I know and silk press my own hair. Yes, I do my own hair. I silk press my hair every 6 weeks. When I first big chop, after my 1 year big chop, I decided I just want to wear my hair straight. You know, the twist outs and wash and goes is just not for me. I like my hair straight. I always did. You know, when I was wearing weaves and when I was relaxed, I always wore straight hair. You know, I never wore like deep wave or anything like that. I like my hair straight. So that's why I became a straight natural, because it's more manageable for me and I could be versatile with my hairstyles. And I realized that though wash and goes and twist outs, it's just not for me, you know. But anyway, so I'm lifting her hair up to a 40-degree angle. And if you notice when I pull it up, there's a little breakage at the end. And she has a lot of breakage in the middle. So we just want to make sure we trim that off. So these shears that I'm using is by Her Strands of Hair. I got it from one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Deeper Than Hair. I love her. So she suggested to, you know, try the shears out. And so far, I love them. I feel like I only had it for 3 months and they're starting to become dull. But for the most part, I'll just order another pair. So I have the silver pair and then the gold pair. So, yes, she's decided that she wants body curls. So I'm going to be using the Eep Heat 1 3/4 ceramic flat iron. And if you guys want to purchase these flat irons, I do have a discount code. I will leave it in the description box below. And my code, you can use Shamira 2021. So that's Shamira, SHAMIRA 2021. These flat irons are the 1 3/4. I usually use these on longer hair, but for the most part, I use the 1-inch flat iron. So I rotate between the Conair flat iron and then the EP. I look forward to using different flat irons. I want to try the Koja Professionals. Yeah, so I'm going to be ordering some different flat irons just to see how the hair reacts to it. So right now I'm going to give her some body curls, and I'm taking bigger sections because her hair is already straight. So how you maintain a silk press is, all she has to do is, if she decides she wants to wear it curly, she can just pin curl her hair every night, or she can do the pineapple method where you just pull all your hair up into a really loose ponytail, and then you wrap your hair. And then when you wake up, you just let your hair down. Look at all that shine. Like, oh my God. It's so shiny. That's why I love that Paul Mitchell Super Serum, because all you need is a dime size for the whole head. You don't need a lot. Because you don't want it to be way down. You want it to be flowy. So she just had a baby, so she's going to be having date night with her daughter's father. So, I just want to beautify her. She's already beautiful, so I just want to make sure that, she's ready for her date. Trust me, I know. I just want to give you guys some tips for the people out there that are wondering. There's two type of naturals. So you have naturals that, like twist outs and bantu knots and wash and goes, and then you have the straight naturals. I feel like people don't talk about straight naturals enough. I guess because a lot of you guys are worried about heat damage, but if you prep your hair in deep condition before every heat styling, you will not have to worry about anything. If anything, your hair will be heat trained and you will have no heat damage. I have no heat damage. But if in the future, if I ever did, I can just trim it off gradually. You don't have to do a big chop because you have a little heat damage. You can trim it as you go, or you could just cut it all off at the same time. But you need to treat your hair before every heat styling, before every protective style. You must deep condition and treat your hair. When it comes to natural hair, a lot of products are not for our hair type. So you need to use products that are moisturizing, because natural hair is extremely dry. It is what it is. So our products have to be moisturizing. I think what I love about natural hair is you can go from shampooing natural hair and it's all this beautiful shrinkage and curls, and then the next thing you know, you blow dry it and it's just this long, beautiful, shiny, flowy hair. I love how we are able to transition into another hairstyle just by blow drying or flat ironing. I love it. We could wear our hair straight, you could wear it in curls, you could wear it loose curls, tight curls, body, whatever. And honestly, if your hair is healthy and well trimmed, your hair will feel different. It will grow longer. Sorry about that. Yeah, when your hair is healthy, when you curl your hair, when you flat iron your hair, everything is unison. There's no breakage, no popping, nothing. So if she wraps her hair every night with a satin or silk scarf, this could literally last her at least 3.5 weeks before it begins to revert, as long as she stay away from water. So the humidity spray and holding spray that you see me using is the Sebastian hairspray. I'll make sure I'll leave that in the description box below as well. Look at those curls. Like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I can't wait for you guys to see her reaction. I love body curls. I love it. You see how flowy it is? You know, you don't want to use too much product. So I made sure I deep conditioned. I used the reconstructive leave-in conditioner and the heat protectant. And voila, look at that. She is so beautiful. Just to let you guys know, she loves her hair. She was talking about getting ready for her date and how she's going to FaceTime her man after I finish prepping her curls. She's so excited. I'm excited. Yes, yes, yes. So I just want to thank you guys for watching my channel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to giving you guys more great content and longer videos. Goodbye.